Hi guys, my name's Callum Dicks, and another great winter tip for you is timing when to feed your short line correctly. Now, this short line where you're feeding maggots out your hand when you're fishing for F1s really can make or break your day. I mean, a lot of the time this time of year when you're fishing for 40 to 60 pounds, a lot of the time you'll catch 20 to 30 pounds, maybe in the first 3.5 to 4 hours, and then you'll catch the same weight again in the last hour to 90 minutes short. So it's very important that you feed this line right and get the timing of when you start feeding correct. I've seen a lot of people on this venue, they start feeding after 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and what actually happens, the fish naturally move onto this line late on into the match. And when the fish move onto that line, they've got too much bait there. The fish can be very difficult to catch if there's a big bed of bait on the bottom, or they might not even move into that area. So the way that I do it, that's caught me a lot of fish in the past and it's very easy to use, is actually use other people to judge when to start feeding. So I had a little run of when I've been drawing on this lake where what I do is I wait until someone else moves in onto this line and catches a fish. That's when I start feeding it. So a lot of the time it will be about 90 minutes left of the match. I see a few people start moving in onto their short line, and when I see the first fish caught there, I start feeding. This way, you know that there's an odd fish moving in onto that line, but you haven't got a big bed of bait on there before there's any fish on that line. So it might be a case of the guy next to you with 90 minutes or an hour and 15 to go, moves in on this line, catches a fish, I'll start feeding. I might be on that line within 15 minutes to start feeding it, but I'm sure that when I start fishing it, there isn't lots of bait there. So use other people to judge when to start feeding it, and try and give yourself the best chance of having a good last hour to hour and a half, and hopefully win you a few more matches.